So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go. Right 80. 11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Now a give left side. Brown with it. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Micah Parsons, the linebacker, in on the tackle. You look at this Packers defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently second best in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Another run for Brown on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That 2nd down play nets a -4. This defense for the Packers very strong in that victory a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. From the right hash, this from 53. McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Ready, set.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really won.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. It's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Here's 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Here's Love. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 23. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Ready.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Ready.
Working out of the gun. Love. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Bengals are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get a second one.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
The 27-yard line.
Come on, ready? Here we go.
Here's Burrow. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
It's a gain of 4.
You look at this Packers defense. Well, this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently second best in the NFL.
And this unit knows exactly where they rank. They're number 2 against the pass in the NFL. You know they have their sights set on being number 1, looking for a big game today.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards.
10 at the 45-yard line.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. From the gun, a give to Brown. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
On 2.
At the 45-yard line.
11. Here we go. 11, Thomas. Side. 12.
Right back to Brown. And I think the ball's out. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around a lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory. To the right side and intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Packers are going to get the football here at their own 23. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 24-yard line.
Love now. They'll get this into the hands of the rookie from Texas. A gain there of 21 yards.
That's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
95. Set.
To throw now. Here's Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And this is caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. McManus's point after is good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Gun. Start. Right 80. Start.
And they'll begin here with a run by Brown. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Twelve. 11. Just set. 11. 12.
Burrow looking to pass. Now he's going to step up, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Making that play on the pass rush, that's Devontae Wyatt.
One, ready?
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Packers will take over possession here up at the 44.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Josh Jacobs, 55 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. McManus now for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line.
On one, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys.
Inside the 10. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Chase Brown, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. The connection with his running back, Josh Jacobs. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Now Love. Now he'll tuck this and run. That's taken in by Golden. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Love looking to throw it. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete. The Packers are 3-1 here through their first 4 games. Now they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance, get your...
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the Bengals are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to...
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Micah Parsons in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
Here we go, here we go. 11 mighty, 11 mighty.
An inside give, Brown. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. And even 100 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Here we go. 180. What is that? 11 mighty, 11 mighty.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Now he's going to step up. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Devontae Wyatt. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10.
Here we go. 10 flat, ready.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson for the 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch out their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Great stop by Devontae Wyatt, breaking through the line and stopping it cold. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Now it's Burrow. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Lucas Van Ness getting free there to bring him down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
Big 13.
This is Brown going up the middle. And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. Here's Ryan Rico now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. This will be fielded at the 17. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive.
And he takes this all the way inside the Cincy 20. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 47 yards.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Ready?
To pass, here's Jordan Love. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And now ball going to be intercepted yet again. Jack Campbell with a pick. And the Bengals will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He'll pick up 7 there on the 1st down keeper.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a 1st down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
Yes, ready.
Love from the gun. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
52 blue. Ready.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. The kick by McManus is good. And the lead grows to 14 at 24-10. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Chase Brown as the 1st half is winding down. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the 1st half. And that touchdown's going to put him in double digits now for the year. It's his 10th rushing touchdown of the campaign. McPherson on for the point after. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And with an 8-point lead, probably not too much of an impetus to try and do too much here. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Here we go.
Throwing. Love. He sets to fire deep. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Jordan Battle. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
Well, this has been a close game throughout, but that return can help them gain the separation that they've been seeking throughout the game.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached it.
Touchdown, Packers! Tucker Kraft, 54 yards. And the Packers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. McManus's point after is good. And the lead is up to 15 now. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10
at their 35-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 180. 11.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
11. 11. Stop.
Now it's Burrow. Now he'll tuck this and run. Man open left side is Brown. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down.
Everyone has their strengths, able to move to their right or their left, being able to throw the football. So that means you've got to work on both because you never know which way you're going to get flushed by pressure. In this situation, able to escape to his left and makes an accurate throw.
Now he's going to step up and run.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I'm sure that was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
180. Stop.
They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And some room to roam now. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Boy, 192 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he laminated.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That's complete. It's Mitchell Tinsley. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. Evan McPherson out for the Bengal field goal. He hit his first one. This from 44 yards out now. It's headed right. It's no good. He misses wide of the upright. And the deficit will hold at 15.
This is always a tricky angle for a right-footed kicker because he's trying to draw it to the center of the uprights, but instead he pushes it to the right, and it's no good.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
And, CD, you know, sometimes you don't need those complicated game plans or the added wrinkles. Last time, now you think about it, couldn't have been any simpler. One play, one pass, touchdown.
I know those coaches put a lot of work into this game plan, but I don't think they mind possessions like that at all. They just save those calls for this possession instead.
He finds his man. Complete. It's Reed. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Red, 38, Blaster, claws red.
Glove. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Bengals are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
11.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he wisely will throw that one away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
11 mighty.
They will toss to Brown. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Here we go.
Now Burrow. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And that will skip out of bounds right at about the 18-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, an interception's result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw. Love. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Ready, set.
Love from the gun on 3rd down. And he is caught. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Here's Love. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
Now he's going to step up and run. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Jack Campbell with a pick. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Devontae Wyatt there for the stop. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball,
and he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Micah Parsons able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. 3rd quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Love. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the 1st. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. Now the big play pushes him all the way out to the 40 now for 1st down. Back to throw. Love. Short throw. He's got Kraft. Down the left sideline. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Tucker Kraft with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Packers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. That's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, oh, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35.
On 1, ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
set.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
And they've just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks. And now here's a tackle behind the line.
Burrow will throw. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot him at the 44. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
They'll run on 3rd down with Brown. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first.
But sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. They go right back to the ground here, and Brown. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. He lost 6 there on the 1st down play. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss.
Here we go. Hey, can. Stop.
They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. Only 3 yards on the pickup. They'll be left staring at a 3rd and 14.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And the Bengals on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 14. Here's Burrow. Looking deep here for Chase. And this is taken in at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
As we all remember, these two were connecting back in their days at LSU when they were winning the national championship. But it wasn't just on game day. The amount of time they put in before practice, after practice, off days, that forged their connection. And it still continues here in the NFL.
Stop.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Micah Parsons getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. So 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. They get 5 on the run, but it leaves them with a tough 3rd and goal forthcoming.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably...
And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Noah Fant, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is recovered by the Packers, so that might just about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. They'll start out here with the option left. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 42-yard line.
Set, ready.
Counter play with Jacobs.
And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. They'll run again. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. So it's all over.